Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dr. Quack podcast. Another fun-filled day here because, it's the end of the world. Oh, my God. Ah! No, not that bad. Just the coronavirus. Today is a special day for me. Today is the 3-year anniversary of me being on YouTube. I really love this. Let me tell you, this is how it all started. I was on my Facebook page. A lot of people might remember this. Did my thing. Was just out there typing away, spitting out opinions, and enjoying myself. And today's show is sponsored by Blue Moon. Good beer, let me tell you. By the way, it all started on Facebook, and I would make some interesting points, and some people would like them, and some people would hate them. Kind of like the show, because a buddy of mine, he suggested I do so. So I decided, hey, let's make a YouTube channel. This was back years ago when I was single, when I was living in a small apartment. Really just living the dream. I would talk about all sorts of stuff like I do nowadays. And this has lasted 3 years. It's amazing. I'd like to thank every one of you that watch my shows on a regular basis, that have watched since the beginning. New viewers, I thank you all for subscribing and checking out my show. I really appreciate it. It's a lot, I like doing this because I feel like it's a creative force that I get to bring, I know I have outside opinions. The norm is not my specialty. I don't ever follow it. Everybody knows it. It's what I do. But, we have fun with it. That's the important thing. And there's a big topic I want to cover today for the 3-year anniversary. Something that just recently happened. And it's been going on with the wrestling world. More and more people are out of WrestleMania. Nobody knows what the real card is. Roman Reigns is recommended to be out of WrestleMania. Past that, for months now, he is going to be recommended to not wrestle until it's almost a vaccine. That's big. He's supposed to be wrestling in the main event against Goldberg. And what happens? No. You get kicked out of that, and you're going to get kicked out of more. Another one, The Miz, he came up with signs and symptoms. I don't think he's going to be on. Nobody knows for sure. I love seeing Miz and Morrison. That's probably one of the better tag teams that is around right now. They're enjoyable. I love the cocky. I love the arrogance. It works well. WrestleMania is coming on this Saturday with Rob Gronkowski, former Patriot, now signed with the WWE. As a host, really. I would have loved to see Rob in a match. Just would have seen what he can do. And I hope that's what happens later down the line. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. The NFL world, it's getting shook up here left and right with all these signings. And everybody I see, everybody that knows me comes up to me and says, so what do you think about Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers? In my honest opinion, it's the Patriots' fault. They should have held on to him. The man deserved to be paid. He took multiple pay cuts to make sure that his teammates got paid. The one time, after 20 years of pay cuts, you're not going to give him a pay cut. You're going to give him a paycheck that he deserves. See, that's why I'm not mad at him. That's why I'm not upset. I'm rooting for him to win down there so he can show the world that he was the man, that it wasn't just a system quarterback. Oh, you had all the weapons around him. Oh, you had an easy schedule. All the other attributes that everybody loves to say. And even at 42, I'm going to tell you, if he makes the playoffs, if he wins his division, he deserves all the accolades he gets, in my opinion. He may not win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to even deny that. He may or may not, but I feel he's going to make the playoffs. You look at that division. You got Drew Brees, same age. Now, he's got great weapons. Brady's now got great weapons in Tampa Bay. You've got Atlanta, who's been a sinking ship for how long? Since their Super Bowl appearance. They have sucked. And you have the Carolina Panthers, who just got rid of their quarterback, Cam Newton. Cam! You know, ripping his shirt open with his Hello Kitty underneath. Yeah. New England better not pick him up. Jesus Christ. Anybody but I'd take Andy Dalton. I love Andy Dalton over Cam Newton. I can't stand a punk bitch who wants to come out there and not go for the football when it's on the ground during the biggest game. That really just irks me. I'll tell you, folks. I mean, football this year, the draft's coming up. I can't wait to see what happens with that. That's where I feel Belichick is really going to shine. Because everybody goes, oh, he never drafts great. He never drafts quarterbacks. You know, he always drafts backups that don't last long, that can't do the system. And, you know, all the other great things they love to say. They don't draft a really great wide receiver. It's going to be interesting to see what Belichick does. I mean, does he trade up? Does he get one of the top quarterbacks? I hope so. I mean, there's a lot of guys there that, you know, could be worthy. I mean, all the guys, you know, that flew out of New England. Some of them are Detroit Lions. I'm starting to call them the Detroit Patriots because there's a good bit of those. You know, Brian Hoyer, now the starting quarterback or backup quarterback. Stitham, you know, out there as well. Neither one are really going to be long-term, you know, fixtures in the world. But we'll see what happens this year. This year is a rebuilding year. I'm not expecting much out of the Patriots. If they tank, I'm happy. If they go towards the top 5, I'm fine. If they make the playoffs, I'm happy. I'm still a Pats fan. Win, lose, or tie, I'll be there until I die. Because that's how I feel. You know, the rest of the world is going kind of criminally insane in some respects. That hasn't happened yet. We haven't seen martial law. But I'm sure it's coming. You know, sorry I had to drink on that one because, God, who knows what's going to happen. You know, the virus is freaking people out. You know, by the way, big props to everybody that's out there working right now. I'm just thanking you from the bottom of my heart. Everybody from the local person at the fast food restaurant all the way up to you nurses and doctors, all you essential personnel. Thank you so much, you know, for doing so. I really appreciate it. You know, it sucks because there's, you know, last week there were 3.4 million people that got unemployment, that filed for it, you know, because we got shut down. My job, I got shut down. You know, it sucks. You can call yourself essential, non-essential. We're all important. We all have our roles. Some are, you know, more important than others, it seems like. Personally, I'm not mad because this whole disease out here, who knows how it's going to affect people. You know, I'm kind of glad to stay away from it as much as I can. You know, I'm hoping they find the vaccine. Like with Roman Reigns, you know, people like him, he had leukemia. He's in remission. They're scared to even let him come near it. They canceled him out. You know, can't blame the WWE. You got to look towards the future on that. You know, I mean, they're talking 30, 60 days. This still might be going on. Nobody knows for sure. I don't think anybody really has the definitive answer. Everybody's just hoping to God it goes away eventually. You know, I mean, the deaths that are come off this. And I know there's people out there saying, God, this is a crime. There was more people dead on the flu. But in reality, this has affected a lot of people. You know, and if you don't think it affects, you know, you personally, you're wrong. Because, I mean, I haven't met a person yet since this happened where they haven't gotten affected either physically, either mentally, emotionally, financially. It's happening to everyone. You know, it's criminally insane. Got the truckers passing by me right now while I'm out here doing this. Thank God for the truckers. And, you know, if you can help them out, that would be great. You know, because a lot of times they can't go to places that get fast food. They got to park their truck. And, you know, I read people actually bringing food to them. Because without them, does America keep moving? Not very well. You know, everybody's waiting on the stimulus check, too. Everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen there. God knows. I'm telling you, man. I just, you know, hope everybody stays safe, stay clean, stay away from each other. Talk to people on your phone just like I'm doing to y'all right now. But, you know, it's been 3 years since I first started this. I am so glad that I have done it. You know, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'll be 80 years old probably still making YouTube videos. Why? Because I enjoy it. You know, I just want to tell y'all real quick before I get ready to sign off here. Later on in the weeks to come, you'll be seeing more and more interviews. I haven't had time because this has been a crazy time frame, but as things sort of settle down, you will start to see more and more interviews on the Dr. Quack podcast. I have people lined up. I'm just trying to get time. Right now, as you see, I'm doing it outside because, you know, I have children. Children like to be loud, and I try not to get them incorporated on these videos. It'd be kind of fun if they were, but no, we really don't want that, you know. So out of the sanity of them and the sanity of myself, I figured I'd do one outside here now. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I love to know that I have viewers watching, and I appreciate every one of you. You know, if you got feedback for me, hit me up. Write it in the comments section, please. If you can, like, share, subscribe to this video. I'm going to be making some more throughout the weekend here coming up. So we got an entire week, so probably towards later this week, you'll start seeing more shoot interviews. But I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and I'm out.